being uncompromising about the minimum acceptable standard of performance, coaching and guiding your people to improve, and confronting them when they make bad choices. These can be seen as being disloyal in a family culture. Welcome to Moments with Marty, your short, sharp shot of leadership insight to help you stay on track between our weekly episodes of the No Bullshit Leadership podcast. Many business owners experience a common problem as their business grows. The attributes that made them successful initially, for example, innovation, hard work, tenacity, sales skill, they become obstacles to future growth. Once the business reaches a certain scale, founders need completely new skills, leadership skills. This is no different to any transition in any company when you move up from a predominantly technical role to a leadership role. The interesting thing is that even incredibly successful business owners often can't see the problem clearly enough to take the necessary action. The action that will supercharge the business performance and take the company to the next level. I often get a mentoring brief that goes something like this. Marty, I want to make the business more professional and structure it for massive growth, but I don't want to lose the family culture. My response is always the same. I hate to tell you this, but you can't shift the performance of your business the way you think you want to unless you lose the family culture. Because I spent the majority of my corporate career at the top end of large businesses, I know what good looks like. I understand the final destination. So it's relatively straightforward for me to map a path to performance at scale. But family cultures feel really good, especially to the people who are actually part of the family. Problem is, as the business grows, not everyone can be part of the family, right? When people are treated more favourably based on their length of tenure or their relationships in the family hierarchy, irrespective of their actual performance, it's a cancer. If you want to build a high-performance business, that cancer has to be cut out. Don't get me wrong, there are some positive elements to family culture. Loyalty, acceptance, belonging, unconditional support. But there are also some negatives. Loyalty, acceptance, belonging, unconditional support. Look, loyalty is an admirable quality, which many companies have way too little of. But loyalty can't be allowed to override performance. Being uncompromising about the minimum acceptable standard of performance, coaching and guiding your people to improve, and confronting them when they make bad choices. These can be seen as being disloyal in a family culture, but it's also the only way to drive a culture that's genuinely focused on performance. Acceptance is good too, but once again, it shouldn't be unconditional. You have to accept everyone for who they are, but you don't have to accept the poor choices that they sometimes make. Their performance and behaviour need to be assessed critically, for better or for worse. Family cultures imply that everyone has a place here no matter what. Performance cultures imply everyone has a place here as long as they're prepared to live up to the standards that we ask them to uphold. Creating a feeling of belonging is good too, but it often results in a cultural politeness that isn't helpful. It generates groupthink rather than the constructive tension that drives superior performance. And as for unconditional support, well, your average people are going to love it because there are no consequences. But your best people won't, and they'll leave so that they can work in a winning team somewhere else. If you want to take a deeper dive on how to harness the positive elements of the family culture without watching your team's performance go down the toilet, there are 2 episodes of the No Bullshit Leadership podcast that can really help. Episode 76, The Family Affair, and episode 180, The Family Culture. We'll leave links to those in the show notes. I really hope you enjoyed this moment and that it gives you that extra little spark to be a no bullshit leader.